Farce versus fact. The president has created an entire farce around the wall. Farce by definition, a dramatic work, including crude characterizations and ludicrous, improbable situations. Angry hordes are headed this way, and a wall will save us. The alleged problem and the solution are bogus. Now, it began as a campaign gimmick, right? He didn't even think it up. It was never meant to be real. There would never be a new concrete anything. And of course, Mexico would never pay for it. The rationale, well, he's fighting for this because he keeps his promises. But that part about Mexico paying for it, well, that wasn't really a promise. Oh, BS. The real problem is why he keeps the farce up. It's more troubling. The president is more tied to a political perception of a promise that matters not so much to voters like you, or even to the base, if you're out there watching, but to the farthest right, most anti-immigrant people in the game. There is no poll that says most of you want his wall. And he is choosing that far-right contingent over the truth, over compromise, and certainly over the families like the one you met tonight. They're bearing the burden of this shutdown that he started. Be clear. He is not redefining his idea of the wall to compromise. This slide from, well, it won't be concrete, it will be steel. And we won't call it a wall, call it whatever they want just so we can get it done. No. This isn't him compromising. This is him knowing what he's talking about now. And he's adjusting his ruse to the reality. Show these guys the wall that he's pretending now that he created and started. This bollard fencing. You remember I was down there on the border standing in front of it? They have been doing this since the last administration. It's not this president's idea. It's not his idea. It's not his design. It's not new. He's hoping you'll see it as that, but he's playing you for a sucker. He's also selling you on a consensus that doesn't exist. Most Americans want the wall. Show me. I haven't seen it. And he says every other president wanted to build a wall too, and they told him that. Listen.
This should have been done by all of the presidents that preceded me, and they all know it. Some of them have told me that we should have done it.
Who? Ex-presidents Carter, Clinton, George W. Bush, and Obama. The truth is, none of them spoke with the president about it. That's what they say. So don't be a sucker and don't fall for a farce. But also be aware of an important fact. Do the people who keep us safe want more bollard fencing, those big steel barriers I saw? Yes, they do. Do they believe we'll be safer if they have them? Yes. But they have never told me it's a panacea, not even close. They need other types of technology for different areas, manpower for different areas, money for places to keep kids and families, for judges, for caseworkers. Now, I know the White House will say, well, we put that all out there that we're asking for that. You've never heard the president talk about it. A wall would not have kept the kids who've died recently alive. That's the truth. Better resources for emergencies, medical personnel, a process that set reasonable expectations for people. Those changes may have. We'll never know. But he only talks about that wall as a solution, as a cure-all, a panacea, to hold back the brown menace that he wants you to believe in. Like we're living in some bizarre Game of Thrones drama. Except the walkers are brown, not white, of course. But here are the facts. Most of the terrorist suspects caught are caught at airports. Most of the illegal overstays now are from people who fly in and overstay their visas. Most of the drugs come across in vehicles through ports of entry. Almost all of the crime in this country is committed by citizens. There is no brown menace. Now, tomorrow night, the president's going to speak. He clearly thinks he needs a win, and to him, a win is a wall. If he's listening, there's a chance that he is, Mr. President, Happy New Year. I think that you're wrong. Don't take a step further into the farce. Barriers matter. They always have, which is why we have them. They've been built and changed for years. If you want more, fine, it's probably a sound judgment. But we're not a wall away. And if you say we are, you lose for sure. You need to address what the system needs. And you need to allow the system to treat people with decency, even if they don't warrant entry. Don't make this a power play that sets up a protracted legal and political battle you'll almost certainly lose. There is no national emergency except the one you're making. Someone in the White House must be telling you that the legal basis for a national emergency and going around Congress is weak, and the political rationale is weaker still. This shutdown is on you because you told us that. You said it. So here's the biggest point. Making families pay for your promise is a mistake. There are too many Americans hurting now. It's going to get worse. That's not how you get a deal made. Not any politician. Certainly not the best deal maker we've ever had as president. That's what you say you are. Now is the time to show it.